From Goldenlife Creative Vision Studios, we create wisdom through vision. Every story begins as a spark. Every spark becomes light. And through light, we create wisdom. Goldenlife Creative Vision Studios.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to our Inner Child series. Let's just dive right into today's explainer, where we are setting the stage for a descent into the hidden basement of the mind. If you've been following along with us, you know we're on this journey to reclaim the lost parts of ourselves. And today's topic? Well, it is genuinely one of the most profound psychological concepts you are ever going to encounter.
So to understand where we're going, let's just do a super quick recap of where we've been. In episode 2, we met the inner critic. You know, the one, that loud, punishing voice in our heads. It's a conscious survival strategy rooted in toxic shame that we developed really early on. But today, we're moving away from that loud, aggressive critic to something way deeper. The silent, invisible, and honestly incredibly powerful force known as the shadow self.
Here is our roadmap for today. We'll start by defining the shadow, then we'll look at career shadows, money shadows, and relationship rejections. And we'll wrap it all up with a 3-step action plan. Section 1, defining the shadow. What is it?
Okay, so the famous Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung proposed that every single human being has 2 layers of personality. The first is the persona, which is the responsible, highly agreeable version of yourself that you present to the world. But the second layer, that's the shadow self. And this contains literally everything you were taught, pressured, or shamed into suppressing. It's all those pieces of you that you just hid away during childhood so you could survive, fit in, and be accepted by society. Your shadow isn't inherently evil, by the way. It's simply the self that never got permission to exist.
And here's the kicker. The shadow doesn't just magically disappear because we choose to ignore it. No, it goes underground. And from that dark subterranean basement of your mind, it secretly directs your choices. Jung actually had this brilliant quote. He said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." It is literally influencing every major decision you make, operating through these patterns and compulsions that feel totally reasonable to you in the moment.
Section 2, career shadows, secretly at work.
Now, I really want you to ask yourself, do you ever experience sudden self-sabotage? Like, do you burn out just as things are going perfectly? Or maybe you feel totally trapped in a highly respected job that you actually secretly hate? If this pattern feels uncomfortably familiar, I promise you, it's got nothing to do with bad luck. It has everything to do with your shadow writing your career story without your permission.
See, your shadow is trying to protect old childhood wounds by engineering failure right at the threshold of success. A lot of us unconsciously believe that being seen or promoted is actually dangerous. Why? Well, maybe because being visible as a kid meant becoming a target. Plus, if your shadow was formed in an environment where suffering basically equaled worthiness, it's going to actively steer you toward punishing, high-stress work environments. You end up unconsciously settling for mediocre jobs simply because a hidden part of you believes you don't actually deserve true fulfillment.
All right, Section 3, money shadows, financial reality.
Take a quick second to reflect on your own frustrating financial habits. Do you chronically undercharge for your services? Or do you find yourself just impulsively blowing your budget the very second you finally start earning a little more? Hey, we've all been there. But these contradictions aren't just a lack of self-discipline. They are the direct result of a money shadow. Consciously, yeah, of course you desire prosperity and financial freedom. But unconsciously, your hidden mind might actually associate wealth with danger or moral compromise. It might be holding on to old childhood beliefs that rich people are greedy.
And this internal conflict just breeds self-sabotage. You end up pushing success away the moment it arrives because a hidden victim mentality or maybe a deep fear of outshining your family is secretly pulling the strings behind the scenes.
Section 4. Relationship projections. Romantic reflections.
Think about your romantic life for a minute. Do you constantly find yourself in identical arguments with your loved ones? Maybe it's a completely different day or even a brand new partner, but the exact same dynamic plays out over and over again. When the setting changes, but the experience stays exactly the same, well, the common variable is you. More specifically, it's the part of you that hasn't been examined yet. This right here is the concept of psychological projection. What we intensely criticize in other people almost always reveals something we've completely disowned within ourselves. So, for example, if you learned as a kid that having emotional needs was bad or somehow unsafe, you shove those needs deep into your shadow. So today, when your partner expresses a need, it triggers you deeply, and you furiously accuse them of being too needy. But the reality, you're actually just fighting your own disowned shadow, projecting it right onto the person sitting across from you.
Section 5. The 3-step action plan. Integrating the shadow. Okay, before we get into the actual steps, I have to share this incredibly empowering belief from Carl Jung. He stated that exactly 80% of the shadow is actually pure gold. Most folks assume the shadow is just full of negative traits, but no, it also holds our suppressed creativity, our completely untapped ambition, and our truest, most authentic selves. When we run from the shadow, we are literally running from our own hidden power. So, finding a way to safely bring these hidden aspects out into the light is absolutely crucial. And practical shadow work usually starts with something as simple as a journal or a worksheet. By actually writing down our triggers and analyzing those intense emotional reactions, we can kick off the process of internalizing what we've been projecting outward. It transforms you from someone who's just blindly controlled by unconscious forces into someone who consciously chooses how to engage with all parts of yourself. All right, so let's get into this concrete 3-step action plan that you can honestly start using this week. Step 1. Notice your triggers. Keep a trigger journal. When someone just intensely irritates you, write it down and do it without judging yourself. Remember, external irritation is just internal awareness waiting to happen. Step 2. Dialogue with the shadow. When a trigger pops up, ask yourself, when exactly did I learn that this behavior or emotion was unsafe when I was a kid? Get super curious about the unmet needs trying to express themselves. And step 3, the golden return. Look at the positive traits you admire or even envy in others, because that is your golden shadow. This week, pick just one of those traits and express it in a small, totally safe way. If you've been envying someone's confidence, maybe just practice speaking up one single time in a meeting. As we wrap things up today, I want to leave you with one final provocative question. What hidden parts of your psyche are secretly directing your fate right now? Your shadow is just waiting to be seen, to be heard, and to finally be welcomed home. The work you're truly meant to do is waiting underneath everything you've ever been told to be instead. Keep exploring this with us in our next explainer, episode 4, Why We Self-Sabotage, where we're going to uncover the actual mechanics of how we get in our own way. If you found this explainer helpful on your own journey to healing, please hit that like button, share it with a friend who might need to hear this today, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the rest of this series. Thank you so much for joining me. Now get out there and find out what's hiding in your shadow. I will see you in the next one.
The transition. The transition has begun.
Step off the stage, step out of the light. The persona you wear is a mask in the night. You walk through the halls of the life that you made, but down in the basement a debt must be paid. The inner critic is shouting its rules from above, trading your freedom just to beg for their love.
Until you awaken
door, step down the stone floor. You are the master of your universe, look for something more.
Run from the money, you burn down the prize. You scream at your lover with fire in your eyes. But you're fighting a mirror, a ghost from the past, projecting the pieces you wanted to cast. 80% of the shadow is gold, the truest, creative, most fierce parts you hold.
Where there is a shadow that lives underneath, a silent conductor that draws every breath, until you awaken the dark to the day. It rules over your fate while you look the other way. Open the door, step down the stone floor. You are the master of your universe, look for something more. Notice the triggers, write down the code. Dialogue with the parts that took on the load. Bring home the gold that you buried so deep. The sovereign soul is awakening from sleep. Welcome it home, welcome it home.